Good day. This is Trust in Hashem. I'm Menachem Avichayel. Today we will be covering the second book of Shemot, the 8th chapter, Tetzavim. Tetzavim starts out, it's talking about the more of the items from the last chapter, Truma, that is going to be in the Mishkan. We have the lamps, you have Aaron's vestments, you also have the breastplates, which each tribe had a stone. There were 3 per row, and there were 4 rows, 12 stones. And we go to the 29th chapter, the 9th verse. And it says that the priesthood is a perpetual statue. That is the line that means that literally sacrifices should be going on, even today. Perpetual doesn't mean, well, until this time and it stops. The number one item that should be on the Israeli government should be to be reforming the Sanhedrin, because it's the Sanhedrin that is needed to give the approval of anything that's done in the temple. So I would suggest that that would be the number one thing that I should be hearing that the Knesset in Israel is doing. Yeah. And we go to chapter 29, verse 45. This is a rather interesting line that a lot of people get confused about. And it says that I will cause my Shekhinah to dwell among the Israelites, and I will be their God. Now, a lot of people think that this means that the Shekhinah, meaning some kind of part of God, spirit, whatever, will be here amongst us, literally, here on earth. That, of course, would be a form of idol worship. Hashem does not make himself part of creation. Hashem did the creation. It's outside of Hashem. It's not part of Hashem. So the question would have to be then, well, what does it mean then if the Shekhinah is going to dwell amongst the Israelites? So the great ancient Hebrew sages say that whenever it refers to the Shekhinah dwelling amongst the Israelites, they're talking about meaning each individual member of Am Yisrael, each individual Israelite, a Bnei Yisrael, a child of Israel, is responsible to, at all times, to conduct themselves in a manner that reflects Hashem's way. When you do that, it is like Hashem is dwelling amongst us. We move on to chapter 30, verse 10. It says, once a year, Hashem should make, once a year, Aaron should make atonement. And it continues on to say, throughout your generations. Throughout your generations? Again, this is something that should be going on today. But the only way that Aaron can be, his descendants can be doing what Aaron was doing, the sacrifices in the temple, and lighting the menorah and doing the showbreads and everything that went on in the temple, of course, is the Sanhedrin has to be reformed. So in order to say that, well, I am a Torah, not just a Torah believer, and just, you're just saying words, but you're actually doing actions, you would have to actually be wanting Aaron's descendants, a direct male descendant of Aaron or Pinchas, because Pinchas has the Kohen Gadol. The Kohen Gadol must be a direct male descendant of Pinchas. we would be, all of us, every single member of Am Yisrael would be clamoring and demanding that the Sanhedrin be reformed so they can set out how we're going to get this temple built. The rules and regulations, they could pass these rules and regulations, say, okay, that's okay, no, not that way, this way. And whatever they would say, according to Torah law, we would have to follow them. It's the only governing body that the Jewish people not just should follow. By Torah law, they have to follow them. So in essence, we're not even following Torah law today because we don't have the Sanhedrin. And as everybody that's a Torah Jew knows, that one of the Torah commandments, one of the 613 commandments, is not to add or take away. So if we don't have the Sanhedrin, we don't have the temple, we're actually taken away from the Torah. I don't want to be the one to tell you, but that could possibly be a form of idol worship. You're saying that, like, you know better than God. We don't need the Sanhedrin. We don't need the temple. Look, it's not up to us to actually form the Sanhedrin, to build the temple. It is up to us to say, we must have this. It must be a law in Israel that the Sanhedrin has to be formed, and we set up the rules and regulations for how a person would become a member of that Sanhedrin. If you like our podcast, please press the subscribe button and the like button. This way we can move up in the algorithms. I'm Menachem Avichal ben Mordechai. This is Trust in Hashem. May all of Israel be gathered together from the four corners of the earth and brought back home to Eretz Yisrael. May the Sanhedrin be reformed. May the Mashiach come in our time. Have a good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.